Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a reading for February 2023, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. As you can see, I've already gone ahead and pulled the oracle cards and clarified those. I have the overall energy for the reading. We'll dive into tarot. I have the decks I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. I thought this was kind of funny. In your recent past, both of these cards came up, lighten up and relax, with the sun card in reverse. I feel like you've been in an energy of just not feeling very happy about your life. I feel like you've just been feeling like, the things that you're investing in, that used to make you happy aren't making you as happy as they once did. And I feel like there's this level of like shifting and kind of changing, almost what you're investing in or the energy behind it, because your current energy is reflect on your priorities with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So there's an opportunity here that you would really want, that you'd really like. But your priorities right now aren't aligning with this opportunity. Now, the overall energy for this reading is mask with do the work. So the way that I'm reading this is right now, you are not stepping into your most authentic self. Now, it's not that you're not trying to, it's that you're still having to shed some of that old version of you so that you can, step into your authenticity and start to attract what aligns with you. So there is some more inner work that's needed, but it's almost like that inner work is, what are you doing? My dog was laying right next to me and she started freaking out. That inner work is very, important right now, making sure that you're focusing within, because that's going to be what creates these opportunities for you. She's getting really antsy. This is my last reading of the day. In your immediate future, you have opened up to change with the Queen of Pentacles. You're looking to be this Queen of Pentacles. You want to feel stable. You want to feel secure. You want to feel like you're doing what you love and you're getting rewarded for it and that you're surrounded by the people that you love. But there's some changes that are going to be needed in your immediate future that are going to help you align with that version of you more. Because again, there's this energy of like, you're really kind of dwelling on how you're unhappy, but there's this level of like being afraid to take the steps that are needed to start investing in what does actually make you happy, which I completely understand. That's completely normal. But let's get more information here. This is for Scorpio's recent past. This is for Scorpio's recent past, please. Recent past for Scorpio, clarifying lighten up, relax, and the sun in reverse. See, your recent past, it was like what you've been trying to build and what you've invested in. Honestly, I feel like this could be a cycle for you from the beginning. Like it just feels like everything that you start or everything that you try to put your energy into, like it just never brings you the fulfillment that you're searching for. And I feel like in your recent past, there was this need to kind of like slow down and honestly carrying over into your current energy and reflect on whether or not what you're giving your energy to is deserving of your time and energy. Because yeah, there's the King of Pentacles in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. There's a level of focusing too much on the material aspect of things instead of the what is going to make me happy aspect. Not, what's going to make me successful in society's eyes or what's going to make me successful in my parents' eyes or whatever the case might be. Your focus might be more on that as opposed to what is going to make me happy. What's going to make me feel good about my life? And I feel like this whole reading is about learning what that is so that you can align with that. Recent past for Scorpio. Just thought it was funny that lighten up and relax both came through. It's just like, it to me, it's like it's a calming message from the universe saying like, hey, everything's going to be okay. There's just a few changes that are needed, right? Because there's the Four of Cups with the Knight of Wands. There's this, it's like, this is what I see. This opportunity here, this is the universe trying to give you this opportunity. But you're so focused on these things that it's been really hard for you to see the opportunities that the universe has. Your focus just has been, honestly, on things that don't really align with you, Scorpio. Maybe they used to, But that's why, like, maybe the excitement or the happiness that it brought you, the fulfillment that it brought you, I feel like those things have started to wear off. That feeling has started to wear off. And so now you're having to readjust, like, okay, yes, that served me at one point. It's not really serving me now. And now I got to figure out, where to go from here. But the best way to do that is to get to know yourself. Because I feel like there's this level of, honestly, to a certain extent, not even really knowing what is going to make you happy for the long term. And again, that's also very common on this journey too. And so I feel like this is a time to be very gentle with yourself and allow the answers to start to flow to you about your path, because this is about you getting into alignment. Recent past for Scorpio. The Hierophant in the river. There it is. That's the same Ace of Pentacles in reverse as you have right there. So this is talking about this same opportunity, but you have the Empress in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. Right now, there's this in your recent past, and honestly, it's obviously carrying over if it's talking about the same opportunity. There's a perspective shift that's needed that comes down to, why are you not putting your happiness first? It could be investing in a job that pays the bills but doesn't give you any level of enjoyment, or investing in a relationship that keeps you from being alone but that isn't really fulfilling you on an emotional level. This whole reading is about reflecting on, am I investing in things because I think I need to, because society tells me this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because this is what my parents did, this is what everyone expects of me, or am I investing in my life because I wake up every day excited about the things that I do? And there's a level of not choosing yourself, not putting yourself first, not taking the steps that you need to make sure that your life aligns with you. Now, there's this mask that I feel like you're tired of wearing. It's almost like I see this, like, you go to work, you don't even really enjoy your job, but you're putting on a smile, you're saying hi, you're doing the niceties thing, but then you get home and you're like, man, I am freaking exhausted because none of that made me happy. That's kind of where I feel like you're at and have been, and your recent past really, really made that very apparent. Now let's see, Scorpio, what we've got in your current energy. This is current energy for Scorpio, clarifying, reflect on your priorities with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There's a perspective shift that's needed, that's happening actually too. Current energy for Scorpio, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles in reverse with reflect on your priorities. That's too many. Clear, concise messages for Scorpio's current energy. Clear, concise messages. The Four of Swords in reverse. You are burnt out. That's exactly what I'm saying. You are burnt the hell out, Scorpio. You are tired. You're tired of doing things that don't align with you. You're tired of feeling unfulfilled. You're tired of feeling like this burnt out energy, this Four of Swords in reverse energy. And this is telling you need to let go. You need to start to think about your life from a bigger picture perspective and say, okay, if the law of attraction states that what I believe is what I experience, then what beliefs are getting in the way from me experiencing the life of my dreams? Is it that I don't think that I can, my passions can fill me financially? Is it that I feel like if I leave a relationship that's unfulfilling, that I'm never going to find one that is? What belief system do we need to address? Because that's what's getting in the way here. Right now, I feel like you're holding on to what doesn't serve you because you fear that nothing better is going to come. You fear, what if people don't approve of me pursuing a passion? What if I, fail? Like, whatever the case is, you've got to address those things because that's what's getting in the way. Right now, your priorities are honestly on making other people happy. Your priorities are proving yourself to other people. And you might not even be fully aware of that because there's a level of you here that is exhausted. You're exhausted. You're exhausted in where you're spending your time and energy, and you're ready for different things. Current energy for Scorpio. Current energy for Scorpio. You don't have to wear this mask anymore. You don't have to. It's going to take work, right? Because if you're wearing a mask, it's because you've been trying to, fit in with the status quo, or honestly, all because of the, the beliefs that have been placed on you since you were a kid. King of Cups in reverse with the Star in reverse. There's some healing that needs to be done. Some real intense healing that needs to be done here. And it's healing from... You know what? I'm actually going to ask. What is the Star in reverse talking about? Clarifying the Star in reverse. Is this healing or is this lack of hope? Clarifying the Star in reverse. Oh! It's both. Because here's that Ace of Pentacles, right? There's the Ace of Pentacles and there's a Magician card. There's an opportunity that you're trying to manifest or that you want to manifest. Then you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse here. Right now, you're more focused on what you could lose as opposed to what you could gain. And so that Star in reverse is saying, yes, you need to heal what inner child energy has caught you stuck in this belief system, that you're not capable, it's not possible, that you're going to fail, whatever the case is for you. But you also don't have hope in this opportunity because there's a level of you that doesn't believe that it's possible. So it goes hand in hand, right? You need to heal the reason that you lack hope in this, because this Ace of Pentacles, whatever this is meant for you. This is in alignment with you. But with you having it in reverse here, it means that you're not quite ready for it. You're not quite able to manifest it. And that's just because there's the Page of Wands. Inner child. I literally said childhood. That's funny. Inner child energy. Current energy for Scorpio. So there's healing that needs to be done. You got to tap in. That's why you got to do the work. You got to do the healing. There's a little bit more healing. And I feel like maybe you're like, man, I'm so tired of healing. I've been healing, healing's a lifelong journey. And so just because you're not there yet, just because you haven't created this opportunity yet, doesn't mean you're behind. It doesn't mean that you're off track. It doesn't mean anything except for this is where you are right now. And you have a lot of potential for where you can be in the future. Current energy for Scorpio. Ooh. Current energy for Scorpio, please. The King of Wands in reverse with the Ten of Swords. You have been betraying yourself. Your self-doubt has kept you investing in situations that don't serve you, that don't treat you like you deserve, that don't make you feel good about yourself, you're not passionate about, that don't reciprocate for you. And it's because since you were a kid, you believed this is the way things had to be. It's funny, when I quit my job, this is now the second time that I've quit my job in the corporate world to pursue tarot. And I had this conversation with my grandma. And it was like, she was like, well, why would you quit your job? You were making such good money. And now you're going to go read tarot on YouTube? Like, what the hell? And I was like, well, I was miserable, Grandma. I wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled. And her answer was, well, that's a job. It's just a job. Everyone's unhappy in a job. That belief has carried through generations of this idea that we live to work and that the money we make is to help us survive. And that's what it comes down to, is you got to do the job because you got to make the money. It's not supposed to be enjoyable. That's what the weekends are for, right? No, that's not how life has to be. Same thing with relationships. You don't have to be with the person that you once thought was going to be, your person, but then you come to find out that person doesn't align with you anymore. You don't have to do that anymore. You do not have to choose to stick with this mask. You do not have to pretend to be happy when you're not. You don't have to pretend to invest in situations that don't make you happy. You don't have to, but it's up to you to decide that. I can tell you this all day long. Other spiritual teachers can tell you all day long. But you deserve to live a fulfilling life. And the only way that you're able to do that is when you start to prioritize your own happiness. And there's a level of you that believes that your happiness honestly doesn't even really matter that much, that it's about survival. It's not about thriving. And that belief within itself, per the law of attraction, is continuing to manifest into your life. And this is a belief that stems from childhood. This is a belief that like maybe your parents or, whoever has placed this on you. Immediate future for Scorpio. Clarifying, open up to change with the Queen of Pentacles. Immediate future for Scorpio. Immediate future for Scorpio, please. Open up to change. Ooh, I like that. Your immediate future is going to, there are some things that are going to be revealed to you about your path that I feel like are going to help things move forward. Now, this is where you have to let go of the idea of what you think it's going to look like. You don't need to know what your future is going to look like. You don't need to know what the outcome is going to be. You don't need to know that. That's none of your business. That's the universe's problem, okay? This reading is talking about learning to, in each and every moment, prioritizing yourself and your happiness. And when you start to do that in each moment, it starts to show up in the bigger things. And then you choose yourself when it comes to your job and your relationship. And then you start to realize, oh my gosh, I'm attracting things that truly make me happy, not that pay the bills or keep me from being alone, keep me distracted, whatever the case might be. And so your immediate future, I do see things progressing. But I also feel like this is where you're going to have to open up to things changing, open up to maybe a different idea of success, a different idea of a loving relationship. It isn't just about suffering through each and every day waiting for the weekend. Now, I'm not saying that it has to be that extreme, but you really are. You need to learn that you are allowed to enjoy your life. Immediate future for Scorpio. You've been at a disconnect from yourself for a while. And that's where this confusion is coming from almost. And there's that hangman again. That's where because there's that Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's what's keeping you from this opportunity. This is kind of a similar thing that I feel here. But you can see she's holding the opportunity in her hand. There's your pentacle. There's your opportunity. But with it being in reverse, you're still not quite ready for it. This Two of Cups in reverse is saying you've been disconnected with your authentic self. And your immediate future is recognizing that. Starting to find your authentic self, taking off the mask. And it's not easy, guys. It is not easy because you have to start to discern, okay, what is the belief that has been placed on me since childhood versus what is really me. And that's hard, but that's part of this journey. This journey, it's not about learning who you are and getting back to yourself. It's remembering, it's unlearning all of the reasons that you have been in a disconnect with yourself. Immediate future for Scorpio. Immediate future for Scorpio, please. Immediate future for Scorpio. There's the sun upright. But I'm kind of interested. I want to know what this Nine of Cups in reverse is saying here. Clarity. I know I'm going to clarify all these messages in the extended. We're going to dive a lot deeper, but I just want to make sure. Clarifying the Nine of Cups in reverse here. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You don't believe this happiness is attainable without struggle or without, it's either almost like I'm going to be broke and alone or miserable and secure. I don't know. It's this, you don't think this happiness is attainable. And that belief within itself is what is keeping you from this. This is doubt in your emotional and material wish fulfillment. You have somehow tricked yourself into believing that this happiness comes at a cost. You don't have to sacrifice anything to find happiness. Now, sometimes we have to make sacrifices of what doesn't serve us. But that doesn't really, is that really even a sacrifice, or is that just letting go of what doesn't serve you? Your happiness is absolutely attainable. It's going to take work, and it's work that is fulfilling, but it's going to take work, and you're very much capable of getting there. But this happiness that you're looking for, it's, I get it. I really do. When I first got on this spiritual journey, I was like, Buddhist monks were a big part of my, the theme of me being like, well, they're, they don't really have much. They live a very basic bland life, but they're super happy. And I was like, does that mean that I have to have nothing and do live a very bare minimum life in order to be happy? And I've learned that no, that's their choice, and they're able to be happy because happiness comes from within. It doesn't come from your circumstances, but that doesn't mean that that's how I have to live my life. And I feel like that's this level of like learning that your happiness, it's attainable in more ways than you realize. I like this reading. We're going to hop on over to the extended. I'm going to, like I said, clarify these messages, dive a little bit deeper. I've got an actual advice card to pull from Spirit at the end. Thank you guys so much, as always, for the support of my channel. It means the absolute world to me. I hope this reading helped and resonated with someone out there. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of 2023, and I hope to see you back on my channel. All right. Bye, Scorpio.